Well, they've done it to me again, the delivery guys. I reckon they've got a sixth sense. They know the most inconvenient time to actually deliver an item. And they picked it today. I only found out today that the computer's coming back. Should be delivered today, but I won't be home because I've got a medical appointment. So can't possibly make it, and that's more important than getting the computer. So I'll have to take it back to their depot and try again tomorrow. Just ridiculous. I can't take a trick. You know, it's almost like they've got a unit in these places just to find out how to inconvenience people the most. It's incredible. But anyway, the medical appointment is way more important. It would have been nice to get my computer back today, but just not going to happen, is it? They estimated it would be delivered in 2 days' time, so by being too efficient, they've made life hard for me. The worst possible day, the only day that really I can't be home. So just, that's life. It's quite warm out. I don't want to be waiting out here for the bus too long. And I'm hoping the news will be okay today because, yeah, it's a pretty important meeting I've got, so we'll see. Yeah, we've had about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days of really warm weather. It's probably about 32 degrees. There's a bit of a breeze, thank God, but not that much cloud cover. I think at some stage we'll probably get a very heavy downpour because you get this consistent hot weather. Usually it does break at some stage. So we'll see. But I don't know. It'd be good to get into an air-conditioned waiting room at the hospital anyway. It would just be nice to get into the bus. God, the dogs are crazy. They're probably not liking the weather either, actually. They're pretty narky at the moment. Oh, yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but I can live with the delay. Hopefully the computer's working. That would be an absolute kick in the backside if we still had some sort of problem with it. Well, it's Thursday and I'm heading off to Liquorland to pick up an online order I made yesterday. 15% off. It's probably the best that you can get there. I was hoping that I'd be able to add my 10% voucher I got as well to bring it down even further, but they won't allow me to do that, so I guess I can understand that. But yeah, 15% off is not bad. So I got myself 4 bottles of grog, 2 bottles of cheap gin, and 2 bottles of rum. And took delivery of my computer yesterday. Finally got to me just before they delivered it, because they'd said, oh, it'll be there by 10:30 in the morning, and it's like about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon and no sign of it arriving. So to say the least, I was a little concerned, and I looked up productreview.com and a couple of other sites, and they bucketed the freight company that handles the deliveries, and one of them said it went to the wrong address. And so I'm thinking, God, am I going to get this computer back at all? But as it turned out, it did actually show just around 3 o'clock. I was planning on catching up with Sid yesterday for drinks at the sports club, but we're making it today instead. It's one of the advantages of being retired. I guess we can pick and choose our days. And it's regarded as a heat wave at the moment, so hopefully I'll be in one piece when I get to Coast Watchers to pick up my grog. Then I'll get a lift with Sid down to the sports club, and he'll take me home as well. So this will be the hard part, but it's always good to get a bit of exercise. So anyway, the computer, the next thing was to put together. I had to remove all the padding, the packaging inside the computer before I turned it on, because I was used to this routine now. And that didn't take long. And I switched it on, and it seemed to be working okay. And then the big test came when I tried playing a computer game or two, and it got through with no problems. So the power unit being replaced was definitely the answer, and I finally got myself my new high-powered whiz-bang PC. So I thought I'd be more pleased about it, but I think it's more just relief now. It's been such a journey to get this thing home and running, but it is nice that it's happening. And I was just playing a computer game just before I left, so it's all running perfectly well. So that's a relief, and it should be also be very good for editing these videos, because I had a whole lot of strife on my revived old system that I got back from Adam, which does have a really crappy graphics card, and so it is quite limited. This one should fly through the editing process, and I'm going to look for a new editing program too, because it's supposed to be one that's professional quality. All you've got to do is put your name and email address in, and you can get this one as gratis. If you need particular upgrades, you pay for them, but apart from that, it's free. So I'll look into that. I also got my virus protection finally worked out how to add it to my new computer. Boy, it took a lot of work though, but it is now finally loaded onto my computer, so it has full functionality now. So I'm pretty happy with that. And because it was just a power unit change, I didn't have to wipe any stuff I had on the computer. It's all still there. So it could have been worse. It wasn't that disruptive. So anyway, I've had a couple of alcohol-free days this weekend, fairly light drinking before that, so I've earned my beer today, and I'll be able to have some spirits tonight, which will be nice, but I won't be hitting it too hard. And I do think this pattern is a good way to go. You finish off your grog and you just don't replenish it straight away. Just wait a few days, give your body a chance to get it clean out, the alcohol, for a few days. Not that I really feel much effect from it all. It seems pretty well the same. But look at this. This is this place that was bought. Now it's for lease. So the owners are obviously the new owners just want to basically put it into reasonable nick so they can rent it out. Oh, there you go. That sort of explains that. But boy, they were keen to get money from it, obviously. So it's a whole new fence, and yeah, they cleared the yard a bit, but I don't know how they're going to go getting a tenant. It's not the best time of the year to be looking for tenants, because we've got the summer coming up, and it feels like summer already. Apparently we're in a heat wave right now, according to Bureau. So yeah, you just got to be careful getting out in the sun. Go for shade whenever you can. And this is only a short walk to Coast Walkers, so I don't think there's any great problem there. I was going to test out my repaired runners, but that has had 3 days for it to dry. It should actually be perfectly good now, but I don't want to go on any lengthy walks until I've given it a test on a shorter run, maybe down to the beach. But look, hopefully it will work. Hopefully I put enough glue on the sole to make it adhere correctly, but it's not something I'm used to doing. I haven't done this sort of thing for years, so hopefully that'll work out. So it's been an eventful week. Had medical crap to sort out as well, and been a lot of waiting around, either for delivery guys or to talk to specialists. So it looks like I'm finally at the end of all that crap, so it's quite liberating to have a bit of time to myself. And like I say, now I've got my new computer, I'm ready to go. I won't have to use my laptop much at all. They'll keep that in reserve for trips. And that's another thing. I looked up Airbnb today because I've been looking up all the booking sites to find a place to stay in Danang, and I finally found a place, Airbnb place, and it was really central. It was actually where the new malls are down in Danang beach. It's the central area, the tourist area. I probably would have preferred to be a bit further away than that, but I'm right in the centre. I'm probably even more central than I was the previous time. But what I booked this place because I got a discount for a month, 20% discount, and it was $680 Oz. I still got to pay for electricity on top of it, but I don't use aircon that much, so I don't think it's going to be a huge additional charge. As long as I've got fans, I'll be happy. But why I booked it was because it's got this great balcony looking towards the city, and it's very rare for me to have such a place, and this will be really nice. It's not particularly big, it's just a studio apartment, but it's on the top floor by the looks of things, and it has got a great view, and it is super central. Certainly a little further away from Paradise Bar, but not too far. I think still within staggering distance, and that's the important thing. So yeah, I feel better that I finally get my things moving regarding that. I mean, health issues might come in and intervene. There is a risk factor involved here, because if I pull out after the sometime in January, about a month or so before my booking, then I don't get any money back. But I figure it's such a really good deal, $680, pretty close to the peak season in Danang, right in the centre of the city. They said it was very rare for this place to be available. Could be BS, they just use this stuff for sales, but I was surprised. It was really good. It just looks really nice, and the reviews are spot on for it. So yeah, it should be good actually. I just hope that I'm in one piece and can make the trip, because I have been concerned as you get older, you know, it becomes more and more of a struggle. But we'll see. Whew. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not that much cloud cover right now. We had a great dump of rain last night, so I didn't have to do my watering this morning. It was totally saturated, but I'll dry out pretty quick in this weather, because like I said, it's probably 30, 31 degrees right now. It's pretty warm and a very high humidity. Someone from the southern states would really feel it, but I'm reasonably acclimatised to the humidity these days. I wouldn't have say there's a bit of a breeze which helps, and it's not really bad. God, it smells like crap. Oh, it's particularly good thing we don't have smell-o-vision. I'll tell you, you wouldn't want to be smelling this. Oh, it's like a nightman's cart. That's what it smells like. Ugh. Oh, that's really a good appetizer to go to the sports club. That's disgusting. Ugh. It's the smell that I often got in Thailand. The sewers tended to pong a bit, even just walking along the footpath. I don't notice it as much in Vietnam. I think their infrastructure might be better. So, whew. Anyway, I'll stop recording and just keep all my energy to just getting to Coast Watchers and getting my booty of grog. Yeah, well, I'm walking up to the Kauara Beach shops, because last Friday when I went to the GP's at Trinity Beach, they were shut. So I just rang the practice now, and it appears as if they're open, so that's all right. I've got a receptionist answering anyway. and she was going to put me through to them, so what the hell. And if they are shut, I'll just go down to bloody Smithfield and do some shopping, and then maybe look for another medical practice, because it's insane what's going on with the Beach's medical practice. At a guy rang me earlier this week. He rang me on Tuesday actually, and he said that the practice is going to be closed for several Fridays in a row due to some family matters. I think very strange. I've never struck this before with any medical practice in the past. So it's got me beat. But anyway, it's a very warm day, although at least there's some cloud cover. And I'm walking up to Kowara Beach, and if they are shut, I'll then just go to the bus stop and go to Smithfield and do some shopping. So won't make it a total waste of time. It's always good to get a bit of exercise anyway. It's not as hot as it was yesterday walking to Coast Watchers. That sun was a killer. But luckily there's quite a bit of cloud cover around, and that's taken the edge off, so it's good. I'll still appreciate the air-conditioned environment when I come into the practice. So yeah, it's a challenging time of the year right now. We've got an early summer and I'm feeling it. I'm at the Cook Highway stop looking towards Smithfield. This one I'm going to do some shopping. I'm just waiting for the bus. There's another 10 minutes before it's due. And it's very hot, humid. I just got out of the GP office, and yeah, I just got everything done, thank God, because all the tests were okay, and I'm going to get a referral to another surgeon, so I'll be down a few dollars, just like with plumbers, the same sort of deal. So I'll be out of pocket a few hundred, I imagine, and to get a second opinion on surgery on the intestine, which is rather important, because I don't want to have to get one of those stomas, the ileoscopy or colostomy bags. The bloody last thing you'd want. It really destroys your independence, and they're not super easy to use anyway. So I was on one for about 12 months, and I was very happy to have the reversal op. Got myself back intact, as it were. Because the capacity on those things isn't that great, and you can overflow by just having a normal meal, so it's pretty basic. It keeps you alive, I guess, but that's it. It's not really that functional, in my opinion. But like I said, very, very humid, because it started raining as soon as I left the GP's office. Lovely air conditioning. It's super humid today, so that was great. But now I'm just waiting for the bus and pick up some items I wasn't able to get on Tuesday because I had such a late medical appointment. Today it's only about 10:30, so I've got 9:30 I should say. I've got plenty of time to get my shopping done, and then I'll catch up with Stan Savo. No, Sid. Did I say Stan? Why did I say Stan? Sid, I'm going crazy. Now waiting at Smithfield on a very humid day at the bus stop to get back home. And unfortunately the timing's out totally, because it could be waited at least 20 minutes for the 111, probably the 110 will come in 10 minutes. It's not too bad, but if I see that the bus shelter's empty, then I know I'm in trouble. But the bus has just come, and that's the situation, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll get home soon and get my coffee in the morning, and then get I'll get the fans going full bore, because it is very muggy and uncomfortable today. I don't know if I'll bother going to do the other shop at Coles. I'll see how I feel, but Sid has offered, but I think I'm a bit shopped out. Feeling pretty buggered actually. Wouldn't mind having a bit of a snooze when I get home. Well, I'm just sitting out the back of my house under the veranda, It's another stinking hot day in Cairns. The heat wave's been going for well in excess of a week, and it's defined as extreme weather by the Weather Bureau, so it's no joke. So I haven't been out at all today. Well, I haven't been out of the house, but I have actually been outside. Somehow I summoned the energy to mow the back lawn about 10 o'clock this morning, so I was quite surprised at that, but it was getting a little jungly, so it's looking more like a lawn again, but it'll dry out pretty fast because we haven't had any rain for a while. I looked at the radar and the weather radar, and there's some thunderstorm activity and showers occurring, but they're about 400 kilometres to the west of where Cairns is, so they are moving our direction, but at the rate they're going, it could take another half to a full day before they're actually in this area. And by then they might have dissipated in any case. So there's no forecast of us having any rain here, unfortunately, which will provide relief from the heat. Heat really knocked me about yesterday because when I went to bed, because of the medications I'm on, I get this heat rash from time to time, and it's just a constant itch in the upper chest area. So right across from one arm to the other, that upper chest area is just an itchy patch, and it makes it really hard to sleep. I had the fan on full blast last night, the ceiling fan, but I wanted to resort to using the aircon. Trouble is, my aircon in the bedroom is a different one to the other rooms, and it's a Fujitsu make, and it has one of the quirkiest remote controls you could imagine. I'll just get it into frame here. So that's the actual remote, and it was dead as a doornail last night. So I was trying to figure out where the compartment is for batteries, and unlike a conventional remote control, it's not in the rear of the hand unit. It's actually, there's a sliding, you see this, I'm just doing it now with the thumb. Now you slide down to get extra controls, but one thing I didn't realise, at least I've forgotten, I think I've done this once, but it would have been over a year ago, is you slide even further, then you get to where the actual compartment is for the AAA batteries. So I only worked that out this morning when I woke up, and I was absolutely buggered, but I finally worked out, well, I looked it up online actually, and it explained that's how it works. But there's no indication on the exterior of the remote control to say, like, a couple of arrows or something and little decals sort of saying this is a battery down here. Nothing, no information for people to use. So very poor industrial design. And from what I read online, I'm not the only person that's dissatisfied with the design of this particular remote control unit. It's caused quite a bit of angst. Luckily, I had plenty of AAA batteries to spare, and I put in a couple of new ones, and it's working fine now. So if I decide to hit the aircon tonight, I'll do that. I actually tried using cream on the rash area, and that didn't provide that much relief. A little bit, but I've also got pills that you take as well, and I'm doing that today to make sure that as a preventative, so it doesn't occur like that again, because that's one of the worst times I've had. It's been a background sort of irritant in the past, but this, yesterday, I think it's because of the compound effect of so much hot weather, having a heat wave. My body just cracked it last night. And I even tried sleeping in another room because I tried using one of the other air cons, but I just didn't find the bed that comfortable in the other room, and I'd like to to be in my own bed. But so I tried that, and as a consequence, I probably got about 2 or 3 hours sleep max last night. So I'm pretty well running on fumes today, just trying to stay hydrated, not expecting there to be any change in the weather. They'll have to wait at least another day for any prospect of that. Looking at the weather forecast, it looks like there's not going to be any rain for some time. So we're going to have to put up with this heat maybe for another week, which is just horrible. It's one of the worst heat waves I've encountered up here. And I know that people down in southeast Queensland copped it pretty bad a week or so before we got it here. But it just drains you after a while if it just doesn't go away. And this is just the beginning of November. It was started in late October and it's gone through to November. So, yeah, pretty challenging times right now in FNQ. I would love to be in Danang right now with a sea breeze. That would be beautiful. There is a bit of a breeze kicking up here at the moment. I find it's actually generally a little cooler outside the house than inside, and that shows the wisdom of having a veranda designed house that gives me about half the house. I can actually use the veranda and sit outside comfortably, especially as the afternoon progresses. You don't get the sun because it's the west is behind me, and so that's an easterly direction. So the sun will be receding as the day goes on. So it's a very good design, but yeah, it is a bit hard to handle. Look, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing and make a comment. Love to hear what you think.